Oh, I had to leave everything set for a while I let the polybrush set up. Well, I figured I'd do something else to fill in the time while I was waiting for that stuff to set up. I figured I'd better drag my trailer out, check it out, and I'm glad I did because I haven't checked the wheel on the other side, but this wheel bearing on this side was completely shot and it took quite a bit. The inner bearing was completely gone, and of course the bearing race itself was froze onto the axle stub there, the spindle on the inside. It took quite a bit of hammering and stuff to get it off there. I had to heat it up and bang on it and cuss at it and heat it up, and anyway, I finally got that off there. Now I got to get that cleaned up. It's been about 5 years ago now, maybe more, that I rebuilt that the last times. This thing doesn't get used very much. Twice a year, once to launch the plane and once to bring it back home, but it's in salt water, and that axle stub there, that spindle, is rusty from before, and the part of the race there that the seal goes on is pitted and rusty, so water's going to get in there, infiltrate in there. Probably should take that thing apart after using it every year, but I don't do that. I'll get that cleaned up a little bit. I got some emery cloth I'm going to polish up around where that seal goes and the race, and then I think I've got some bearings in the soccer shed there. I'll see if those are the right ones for this wheel or not. Well, that inner bearing was completely shot. It was gone. There was pieces of it all over in there, and of course the race was froze onto the spindle. The outer bearing, it's not in very good shape, and I looked at the races that go in the hub, and they were both pitted and rusty. So I've already knocked out the races out of the hub. I got that cleaned up. I'll go see if I can find some bearings and see if I can fix that one or replace that one, get it back together. The only parts to be reusing on that will be the nut and the washer. Well, I got the patch all on the fuselage of the airplane there where I made that cut. But I had to wait between applying the polybrush and the fabric on there before I worked on the outside. And I also wanted to take the iron in there and set that fabric in there with the iron and smooth it all out and everything. So while I was waiting for that polybrush to cure up, I was doing some other projects around. I checked the airplane, made sure all of the cotter pins and bolts and nuts and stuff like that were in there. Put some peralkatone on the ones that are exposed that I want to keep from getting rusty and corroded up and stuff, and wiped a little bit of excess grease and stuff off the airplane. I came up and got this trailer out, got it down to check it out. This left-hand wheel was loose on there. The wheel bearing was bad on it. So I pulled it all apart, cleaned it all up. I had a bearing kit for it, so I put a bearing kit in it, new races in the hub, and new bearings in it, new seal, and everything came in it. It had 2 new races, 2 new bearings, a new seal, even a new cotter pin, and a new end cap on it. So I got it all on, and that works nice and smooth now. Should be ready for a couple more years. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and let that one down and pull the wheel off on the other side and check it out too while I'm doing this. Well, it cleared off a little bit. It's sunshiny. It was 58 degrees out here today. It was really nice. It would be nice if it stayed that way. We could count on it to staying like that, but we can't. Forecast says it's going to rain, so I'm going to have to get everything put away, all the tools and everything put away when I'm get done here. But I'm going to get that other wheel fixed up. Maybe tomorrow I can pull that airplane out of the hangar and get ready to launch it. I've got to put the interior back together and get everything back in it, and once I do that, then I can go ahead and put the airplane on the trailer and pull it out, get it ready to launch. So maybe tomorrow I'll be able to do that. We'll see how the weather is. I got the end cap off of that wheel and it looks clean inside. The grease looks fresh on there. The cotter pin is bright steel. Everything looks good, unlike the other one. But I'm going to go ahead and pull it apart anyway, clean the old grease out of it, and put new grease in it and check it and make sure that it is good. That wheel's back together. That was really clean inside. The grease looked just about new. But I cleaned it all out and repacked the bearings anyway. I put the old seal back in. Now the rear bearing, it was kind of crunchy. I didn't like the way it was, so I put a new rear bearing in there. And you're supposed to replace the bearing in this race as it's set, but I couldn't see anything wrong with that race, so I just put the new bearing in there. The front bearing was fine. I just repacked it and stuck it back in there, put a new cap on it, and that should be ready to go. It's not too big of a deal on this trailer because we only go about a little over a mile with it, and only about 25 miles an hour at the most. But it gets pretty good load on it, 1,400 pounds with the airplane sitting on it. It's all on those, mostly on those axles, so don't want it breaking down in the middle of hauling the airplane down the highway. Anyway, both those axles are in good shape now.